Fearing fear. Dear ones, it is beyond time for you to internalize that which is no longer. Even though that statement may seem too broad, it merely indicates you are holding on to fears that are no longer of you. Before your recently completed clearings, your hidden fears attracted the social fears raging throughout the globe. Because you lived through similar fears in previous lifetimes, you felt the need to live through those fears again to clear them. So you have, and so you did. So it is the fears you are now experiencing are your memories, not reality. You once experienced those fears, and now you are fearing what was, even though that fear no longer resides within your physicality or emotions. A bit like a long ago happy time you relive over and over, trying to return to those same sensations but not quite able to do so. You have moved beyond your 3D fears and memories. What remains is a shadow of what was, but can never be again. A mirage of what used to be but is no more. Does that mean you should not read about the latest political happenings or worry what might happen if something or someone repeats the Earth's more unpleasant events? That is your choice. But those societal pieces have little to do with you personally, a misty fear of what could happen that is no longer valid. You are moving so rapidly into 5D and beyond that what was just days ago when your personal reality is no more. Your role now is to discover your joy. Do not fret about possible socially negative consequences if you negate your social fears, for others are concerned enough to take those pieces to heart regarding their role. Your role is to shine your light brightly, not to remain enmeshed in the goop now displayed in so many ways globally. Many of you have asked us over and over what your role is in this transition. Some of you received answers, but most of you continue to wait for the big role that will save the earth. What you have forgotten in your need to do something great, is that being you is all that is required. The new you of the past few days informs you in many ways that your role is to shine your light. For indeed, those following you remain enmeshed in their global dark night of the soul. So their current role is to protest and scream, and pound down those ugly pieces of societal actions that discount humanity and the future. You're beyond that. Of course, if it feels right for you to remain in the fight for humanity and Earth, please do so. But you no longer need to. For your inner fear, related to that fight, is that those following you are not smart enough or capable enough to do so. That you must caretake them through this piece. So it is you are learning that you are not the caretaker of other humans or of Earth. For your role is to shine your light brightly enough and high enough so those who become exhausted fighting what they believe is the good fight, understand that they too can push the easy button once they clear their fears. The light field you are now instrumental in creating will become larger and larger as more decide that they wish to push the easy button. What will happen to those who decline humanity and Earth? They are rapidly becoming the minority. Even though you might not agree with that last statement, bits and pieces are already breaking off from their pictures of nastiness. As more of you awaken to shine your light brightly, they can no longer exist in the dark as they have for eons. Perhaps it might help if you think of this time as more light beacons on the shore, eradicating the darkness that pirates once used to take over ships. When the light shines on secret and non-human practices, the owners of those practices must find yet another dark corner to practice their deceptions. But once the light is shining in every corner and space, deceptions are no longer possible. And so it is rapidly becoming as you, your neighbor, and your neighbor's neighbor shine your lights brightly. Relish the light and allow those following to fight, what you once thought of as the good fight. For you are pushing your easy button, as those who follow soon will, spreading the light from corner to corner of the globe. All you need to do to shine your light is to follow your joy. And so you will, as will those who follow you and those who follow them until the secrets of control are displayed and discarded, no longer a part of this new earth. So be it. Amen. Channeled by Brenda Hoffman. www.lifetapestrycreations.com